So that new attack ad that we're talking about has raised some questions about the tone of the Trump campaign. Bill O'Reilly raised those questions last night with the candidate and advised him to proceed with caution.
Today on the internet, you put up some stuff about Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton. It's kind of tawdry stuff, and I'm not sure that this is a good thing to do that.
Barry Bennett joins us now, senior advisor to the Trump campaign. Barry, good morning. Good to have you with us.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
So why is it a good thing to do this?
Well, I don't judge these things in good and bad. It's a necessary thing, unfortunately. I mean, the Clintons don't play beanbag. They're very serious. They're very skilled, and they've destroyed a lot of their enemies. So, you know, we need to do everything we can to defeat them.
All right. So, you know, as we talked about earlier, so this is an effort to increase Hillary Clinton's negatives, to go after them and bring up this stuff from way back because it's necessary, as Donald Trump said last night. And he is famous for always saying that he counterpunches and counterattacks. But the question politically, who does this bring into your fold? I mean, who is added into the Trump campaign circle by this? Because the people who are, you know, looking up these old videos and going after this stuff, they're already in your camp.
Right. Well, no, but we have to understand that since 1990 and 90, you know, all through the 90s, we now have 30 or 40 million new voters who didn't participate in the Clinton presidency years. So I mean, they don't know this stuff. The younger voters don't know this stuff. So it is kind of an education process for them.
All right, let's pull up a quote from Donald Trump in September of 1998, since we're going back to the 90s. And he was talking about Bill Clinton. He said he felt that his strategy was flawed. He said he should accept complete responsibility for personal failures, be lucky enough to have enemies with their own shortcomings, and hold steadfast to your political agenda. After the initial shock is past, the American people are less interested in sexual transgressions than they are in public achievements. He also said Bill Clinton did a terrific job. Bill Clinton did an amazing job. And there's no doubt, Barry, that you're going to see those ads from the Clinton campaign with Donald Trump saying those words coming right back at you.
Yeah, well, the problem is Bill Clinton didn't follow any of that advice, right? I mean, he lied. He eventually had to admit that he lied, tried to cover it up, and then they set out on this campaign to destroy these women. And, you know, I think it's all fair game.
All right, so in terms of the other stuff, you know, talking about how Bill Clinton did on the economy, he was terrific. He did an amazing job. Separate from the, you know, sexual assault allegations, he's going to also be shown talking about Bill Clinton being an amazing president on the economy.
Well, I mean, I think the presidency of Bill Clinton was successful if you look at the math, no problem. But the true story is that the Republican Congress had a lot to do with it. I mean, he vetoed welfare reform 2 times before he finally signed it and claimed that it was his own idea. You know, the Republican Revolution in Congress had a lot to do with it.
I guess, you know, one of the big questions is when you look at this ad, and, you know, it's just one of many, many ads that no doubt we're going to see over the course of the next 5.5 months. But Donald Trump has talked a lot about pivoting, about wanting to talk more about policy. And I guess, you know, his critics at this point would say that they don't see that pivot. They don't see that deeper interest. There's another story out there that it's hard to get him interested in these foreign policy issues. Can you address that?
Well, you know, I think this campaign is going to be about people who have experienced real pain. Schools that don't teach, factories with no jobs, you know, bad trade deals, heroin that kills, you know, in Ohio, heroin kills 6 kids every night. That heroin comes from Mexico across the border that we don't protect. Those are the kind of issues we're going to talk about in this campaign, and that's what he's been talking about for the last year.
All right. Yeah, there's a question raised from John Roberts in the previous reporter hit that he did about Kathleen Willey. Has Donald Trump contributed to a fund for Kathleen Willey? Can you address that?
I have no idea.
No idea. All right. Barry, thank you. It's always good to have you with us. Update on the campaign. Good to see you again.